And we're going to walk you through how to have your dad help you stretch your hamstrings. So I'll have Mark take his right leg up in the air, and I know that your flexibility level is diminished with your injury, but Mark's isn't much better without an injury.
A little stiff.
So what you'll have your dad do is rest your foot on his shoulder. And if you remember, I put my hands at the back and at the front. And usually what you want to do is make sure you're not touching the actual knee joint, but you'll have one hand here and then you can take the other hand here just to help keep the leg straight. Okay, Mark, push your foot into my shoulder. Push your foot into my shoulder.
Down?
Yeah,
like
you
that?
push down like that. Leg, I guess. And then relax. Now what happened here is because he activated that muscle, I should be able to move the leg a little bit higher up, but I can definitely feel when the hamstring starts to resist, and I don't want to push past that resistance. Again, push your leg down for me and release. And so the goal is actually to try to get that leg as close to perpendicular to the floor as possible, which I know is a little limited right now, but that's all right. And your dad can do that 3 or 4 times, or whoever else you have as a partner for this. But after a while,
Much more fun with a girl doing that.
of course. And then go ahead and bend this knee for me. And you're going to take this foot on the, ankle on the thigh. And this is the other stretch we did for the piriformis for your glute. So it's the right glute that we're working. This foot comes up onto my hip. And then you relax and let me push. Don't push on me. And you should feel that stretch right through the glutes.
Feel it here.
Feel it in your hamstring too. Yeah, your hamstring's tight. Try to press this knee open. Not with your hand, just actively. There you go. It's going to give you a little bit more traction, a little bit more stretch. And release. And we'll set this foot back down. So that foot is just placed on the hip wherever it's comfortable. Some people like this. Go ahead and lift your foot up again. Mark had his pretty low because that's where his flexibility allows. Once you get a little bit more flexible, I would lift that foot up and see how his rear end is coming up off the floor. We don't want that. So that's why I kept the leg pretty low to try to facilitate what his range of motion is. Okay, release your foot down, stay where you are. I'm grabbing a circle, which I know you used as well at the cottage. All right, Mark, stick your leg back up in the air and hold on to that. Okay, so the goal here, he's got this knee straight up and down. This foot stays flat, so all 5 toes are on the floor. Just make sure you're activating that left leg. Try to reach your right heel to the ceiling as you straighten out that leg as much as possible. Keep your head down, keep everything relaxed, and then inhale, bend the knee. Yeah, relax. And then exhale, straighten the leg up again.
Is that straight?
It's straight for you.
My leg doesn't actually go fully straight.
Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten up one more time. And release that. So you would do that on both sides. This is, go ahead and give it the circle, babe. This is the fitness circle that we were using at the cottage. Fitness Circle Lite is what's on the STOTT Pilates.com website. And then they have a Fitness Circle Pro. You don't need the Pro, you can just go with the light one. It's the cheaper variation. Come over there, and I'm going to do a demo so you get to stand up and get out of the way. And then last but not least, we've got the door frame. And this is the other exercise that I was talking about, where you start right up in that doorway and you ease into it. So you want this leg, again, you're going for perpendicular. You can start with this leg bent. Chances are, Christopher, your rear end is going to be quite a bit away from this. So I'm going to pretend that I'm you, and I'm going to guess that you would be back here somewhere. I've got about a foot worth of space between my bottom and, the door frame. So as you get better at this, and as you want to ease into the stretch, you straighten out the other leg. Trying to get that pelvis neutral, and just let this leg relax. The other thing you can do is that same exercise where you push your heel in and release. and you push the heel in just to activate that hamstring a little bit. And eventually you work your way all the way so the rear end touches that door frame, the leg is up straight, the foot is flexed, and then you can lengthen the other leg out and hopefully get a pretty good stretch that way. Still thinking about keeping the pelvis neutral, and that should help for now. Oh, one more thing you can do is from the same position, you can actually do that piriformis stretch, that little glute stretch. So if you have one foot on the door frame, the other foot here, you can lift your rear end up and ease down into it. So you still have that leverage against the wall. So you'll push your right foot into the wall, gently press that left knee open, and you should feel a stretch through the left glute. You're also going to feel it through your hamstring because that's what's injured on you. Okie doke. We're done.